Look, a world of breakthroughs. First Look, living in the new age 90s. The ideas and innovations that will change your life. Welcome to First Look, your one-stop guide to the ideas and innovations that could change your life. Hi, everybody. I'm Chuck Henry.
And I'm Paula McClure with fascinating new breakthroughs that bring you the best of tomorrow today.
And on today's program, Paula, I'll be revealing an amazing new computer for the kids that lets them make their own animated cartoons.
And I'll show you an incredible movie theater breakthrough that makes you feel like you're actually a part of the action.
But first up, it's hot, it's high-tech, it's the ultimate new winter wear. Paula, what would you wear in the wintertime?
Warm hat, great gloves, or a terrific scarf. Lots of things. What?
Now, I've got something for you that would keep you or anybody else toasty warm no matter what the weather. When the mercury dips and the temperature is low and your toes are freezing and you're stuck in the snow, don't go south and don't get down. Electric Power Johns just get to town.
No self-respecting fisherman, ice fisherman, snowmobiler, or even sports enthusiast when you go to a football game on those cold days would be caught dead without what I'm wearing right here. These are the Power Johns. Now, what I've got is a full bodysuit here, and as you can see, I'm plugged in. Here's the controller right here. I hook this up to a battery, and I can control my body temperature. I'm toasty warm.
Power Johns, so hot they sizzle. Environware in Fargo, North Dakota has woven water-resistant wiring into a DuPont Thermax and Lycra fabric. Unlike the old battery-operated socks and gloves, Power Johns are controllable. Powered by any 12-volt battery or AC outlet, 5 heating zones in the top, the bottom, hands, and feet work like little fitted electric blankets. Safety is built in too.
The garment is powered by a very low voltage source. The current that is used is small. The computer has the capability to detect breaks in the lines. The computer can also detect short circuits. Even in the worst case where a line is shorted, the system will shut down.
The state-of-the-art power control computer sends out heat in 2 ways. Manually, by adjusting the temperature in 5 separate body zones, or the computer will do it automatically. Engineer Ken Schreier knows these Power Johns inside out.
If I was crazy enough, let's say, to crank it all the way up, give max power, I mean, would it be so warm that it would be uncomfortable?
Well, you would probably see the max heat if your ambient conditions were about 25 degrees C, or room temperature.
Yeah.
We have devices in the controller that won't allow you to do that.
Now for the real test. As you can see, I am outfitted in the Power Johns. I'm all wired up, and I'm going to go into this industrial-sized freezer, where the temperature, incidentally, is 24 below zero, just to verify that this works. And we're going to stay in here a little longer. All right. It works. 24 below zero, and it worked just fine. The Power Johns are hand-washable, with plans in the works for a machine-washable version and one with a lighter battery so you can move around better. The cost between $200 and $500 to brave the Arctic or fish till Christmas, or until the battery runs out. Coming up, a super yacht using wings instead of sails for Power Plus performance, and a truly incredible medical breakthrough. Artificial limbs with feeling.
Sponsored by Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
Welcome back. For centuries, Chuck, sails were the power behind our great vessels crossing the ocean.
Ah, yes, the romance of the high seas. I know it well.
Well, yes, and now, believe it or not, a super sailor that uses wings instead of sails for a faster, smoother, and more powerful voyage.
It's okay if you have to take a second look. Even James Bond would do a double take on this one. Welcome to Captain John Walker's one-of-a-kind plane sail, a computer-controlled, completely automatic sailing machine guaranteed to take your breath away. Years ago, this aircraft engineer and veteran seaman yearned for a sailing vessel that was more than canvas and rope. So his company, Walker Wing Sail Systems of Plymouth, England, designed a yacht utilizing the same forces that give airplanes their momentum.
Cloth sails take the wind and deflect it, and that gives you thrust. We turn an airplane's wing on its side like that, so that we deflect the wind to one side or the other, and we take the thrust. It's just an improved way of deflecting the wind.
That thrust helps Blue Nova to reach a top speed of 30 knots, 3 times faster than a conventional single-hull sailboat. Navigational tools take Walker to the ends of the earth.
See, this little speck here points to us going between these 2 bits of land.
A micro-mariner computer that gathers weather and wind conditions and then controls the position and angle of the wing sails makes the captain's job a breeze.
About as easy to learn to sail as an automatic geared car. A boat this size would normally need to go to sea with about half a dozen skilled, strong, hefty crew, and one person can control this boat.
All the hard work of sailing is done automatically, including tacking into a headwind or adjusting the boat's course. To speed up or slow down, Walker uses a throttle, more common to a motorboat or an airplane than a sailboat. Another luxury of Blue Nova is that the captain can step away.
You just put the autopilot into automatic like that. Auto comes up, and she will track on for 1,000 miles if you wanted to.
The boat's 6-person guest quarters were designed by John's wife, Jean, to be versatile and functional.
Crew sails very much on its stomach, and we've designed Blue Nova so that the galley is very much like your kitchen at home. Here we have our saloon area, which at the moment is set for relaxing. The sofa backs are down and the table is down. However, if we want to eat...
Just push a button and it's time to talk the kids into setting the table. For just less than $500,000, Walker Wing Sail will build you a plain sail. On the drawing board are smaller and less advanced versions so you can sail away for less. You've heard the word ultimate many times, so let's just put it this way. If James Bond owned a plain sail, he'd be in 007 heaven.
That's fascinating, but here's the big question. Can it sail backward?
Oh, it sure can, and it also can U-turn without tacking.
Wow,
Pretty tough.
That is really something. Well, this next story is nothing short of a miracle. It's a medical first that could mean feeling in artificial limbs for amputees. Ken Wheaton is a father of 3 who lives on a farm in Duncan, Oklahoma. Georgie Maxfield loves to round dance in her hometown of Reno, Nevada. And Jamelia Mohammed of Clinton, Oklahoma is a perky 8-year-old. 3 very different people with something in common. All of them wear prosthetic limbs. Until now, their artificial electronic limbs have had no feeling.
It was like walking on a block of wood. Even the best of feet had no response. I mean, nothing I could feel, nothing my body felt.
Today's most sophisticated prosthetic limbs are electronic. They harness the electricity in an amputee's remaining muscles to power a complex series of mini computers, gears, and motors. The wearer gets movement and mobility, but the artificial limb can't replace the sense of touch.
I've tore a lot of things up, too much pressure on different objects.
That's why the Savalich Prosthetics and Research Center in Oklahoma City developed the Sense of Feel system. Here is your exclusive first look at how artificial arms of the future will have a human touch.
Through sensors in the hand, it will send signals back to the arm to tell the person, how hard am I squeezing this egg? How hard am I shaking this person's hand? Am I squeezing it too hard? Will it break?
A thumb sensor reads the degree of pressure. Then a microprocessor acts as a brain and changes the signal into vibrations. As he squeezes, Ken feels a buzzing in the active muscles remaining in his forearm.
It tells you just right quick how much pressure you're actually putting on something that you're trying to pick up.
The Sense of Feel leg works as pressure from walking is put on her heel or toe. For Jamelia, trying out the new system meant that she could feel both legs for the very first time.
What do you think?
Feels like I have a foot.
It does.
Georgie is back to her active lifestyle after trying 4 legs in as many years. She says the Sense of Feel improved her balance and coordination, and it got rid of the aching and tickling phantom pains often felt by amputees.
I used to wake up at night reaching to scratch the calf of my leg. Well, it wasn't there, but I was trying to scratch it anyway, and I haven't even had that.
Out of 54 patients that we tested with it, 4 of them had a total alleviation of the phantom pain, and all the rest of the 50 patients at least noticed some reduction in the phantom pain.
After a year and a half of trial and error and test patients such as Ted Kennedy Jr., The Sense of Feel system will be available on a general basis in late 1992 or 93. It'll add $1,400 to the cost of a state-of-the-art electronic limb. In the future, amputees may also be able to feel temperature, texture, and pain. For now, it's a breakthrough to make what was once fully artificial a little more human. Still to come, a movie theater that cuts you in on the action and will reveal the ultimate high-tech office that can be built right into the back of your auto. Welcome back, and this is the portion of the show that we call Just In because it's a chance for the two of us to demonstrate for you and show you the latest in innovative products. Paula?
How well is your Spanish, Chuck? Maybe your French, even.
Yeah, just so-so, I'm afraid.
So you'd be pretty stumped if you were sitting in a restaurant in Paris or Madrid and wanted to ask for the check.
Yes, I think that would be putting it mildly. I'd be very stumped.
And maybe if you had a translation sheet, you wouldn't know how to pronounce it, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got something for you. This is called the Interpreter 2. All you do is just type in the phrase. If you're saying, can I have the check or can I have the bill, you type that in, and voila.
Ah, that is very nice.
Well, the Interpreter is produced by British Boston Marketing of New Jersey. It communicates in 5 languages, English, Spanish, French, Italian, and German, and it costs about $200, and I think this is a great gift for travelers.
Yeah, that really is.
Terrific.
Well, this next item, I think that I can measure up. This is called the ultrasonic tape measure. See, it has a little horn like this, and I'll show you how it works. You just point it at an object, like the camera right there, and hear the little beep, and it reads out right here, 12.3 feet. Is that neat?
Pretty good. And is this my turn now?
No. Your turn is coming up. This nifty device is made by Lufkin down in North Carolina, and it'll sell for about $35.
That's a pretty good idea.
And now I'll show you.
What are you doing?
No, they told me that this could actually measure vital statistics.
What kind of vital statistics? Let me
I don't know. Check it out.
38 feet. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but you don't know whether that's the height, the length, or the width. Because you don't know which one I pressed.
Very funny. I know which one it better be. Okay, well, let's talk about dimensions. How about being able to pack an entire high-tech office into a minivan? That's what Ford has done with this concept vehicle. It's an Explorer minivan equipped with a computer, printer, satellite dish, fax machine, VCR, cellular phone, and, of course, an executive chair. This van isn't for mass production. What it does is show the fabulous possibilities for conversions, maybe with your own vehicle. All it needs is a little creativity, Chuck.
I'd have no problem at all if you rolled that right up to my house.
I know, you want
just fine. Now, if you would like to know more about these items or any of the other stories featured on the program today, just call our First Look information hotline. Here's the number, 1-900-288-FACT. It'll cost $1 for the first minute, $1 for each additional minute. All calls must be made from a touch-tone phone, and you must be 18 years or older. Here's the number once more. You might want to jot it down, 1-900-288-FACT. For all the facts at your fingertips. Still to come, an incredible movie theater experience that puts you in the big picture. And a magic new computer lets your kids create their own animated pictures. Welcome back. You know, Paula, when I was a kid, I think I would have given anything to be able to somehow crawl inside the television set and join my favorite cartoon characters.
I know. I couldn't wait for my first trip to Disneyland, so I was able to see them in person.
Well, now there is a new computer for kids that lets them actually build their own fantastic make-believe worlds. Summer camp, softball, swimming, skating, arts and crafts, computers. Computers. That's right, computers. It is, after all, the 90s, and if kids are expected to keep up, they have to be computer literate. But kids at Deer Kill Day Camp in Rockland County, New York don't mind. No one has to twist their arms or drag them off the softball field.
Drag them? Are you kidding? We have sign-up sheets for extra time, and I get stacks like this of kids that want to come over specialty hour, over club hour, and over their regular group time.
One reason for their enthusiasm may be Sony's new animation computer for kids 6 years old and up. It's the newest addition to the My First Sony line, about to hit the stores any day. So now, with the push of some buttons and the swish of a joystick, kids can create video artwork that moves. It's a fun introduction to the world of computers and so easy that 8-year-old Amanda Percharsky became an expert after just one try.
I just picked it right up and then it was really easy.
It's only limited by your imagination. I mean, you've got all the basic geometric shapes and all the colors, so you just take your imagination and go.
The small, lightweight unit costs roughly $200 and hooks up to any conventional television. Inside, a computer chip stores 42 geometric shapes like squares, circles, and triangles in a variety of colors. Then there are 14 lifelike figures like clouds, butterflies, arms, and legs available at the touch of a button. By using the joystick, these images can be placed anywhere on the screen and used just like video building blocks. But the best part is when you're done. The motion button brings the picture to life. The sky seems to be the limit.
At first we were doing a crazed solar system of our galaxy, and then we did a floating eyeball that would move around.
The drawings can even be saved on videotape by recording them on any VCR machine. Then with one push of the clean button, the figure flies off the screen individually and you're ready for the next creation.
One neat little unit, turn it on and it's all there for you and you can just go. You're not bogged down by all the other stuff that you have to know to run a computer.
It's so easy, the kids say even their parents could do it.
Definitely. In a way, they're still kids too. I think I can teach my mom how to use it. It's pretty easy once you learn it.
As a parent, I think the most fascinating element of this is that the child's creative images can be recorded on videotape and then replayed anytime, even years later when they're all grown up.
I have some tape of me when I was a child on television. I'll bring it and you can look at it, Chuck.
That'll be fun.
I know, it's going to be a thrill. And here's another thrill for you. For parents and kids of all ages, hold on to your hats. For more creative visual magic, this time from Hollywood, a new See and Feel movie theater that can put you right into the action. A ride film is the kind of jolting, jerking, tossing, tilting thrill worth a 2-hour wait at an amusement park. And next year, a movie theater specializing in ride films may land in a city near you. Where are we going now? Oh, whoa, whoa! Berkshire Ride Film is the company that built the time-traveling Back to the Future attraction at Universal Studios in Orlando. Now they're planning a chain of simulation theaters to change moviegoing forever. You'll sit in a darkened room watching a wraparound screen while your seat rocks and rumbles in time to the action. I have never sweated so hard my entire life. That was really, really crazy. After doing breakthrough special effects for classics such as 2001 A Space Odyssey and the Andromeda Strain, special effects whiz Douglas Trumbull invented simulation rides.
It has all the qualities of an action-adventure sequence that you might have in a major feature film, but it has this additional dimension that it's happening to you.
Berkshire Ride Film in Housatonic, Massachusetts is currently producing one of the first 70-millimeter features for their chain of theaters. This 4-minute ride film is called Buzz, after the main character.
In this ride, you are a bee. You're going to be about this big, and you're going to be flying around the inside of a hot dog stand, being attacked by a maniacal hot dog stand owner who traps insects and tortures them.
To put you inside the action, the film is shot on miniature or life-size sets from the bee's point of view. The world's smallest 70-millimeter film cameras are mounted on overhead tracks, and their every move is choreographed by a computer. Combine that with your seat in a patented movie module similar to the Back to the Future ride. Every movement of the module is perfectly computed so you'll duck to miss the dinosaur and dart away from flying debris.
There's a certain kind of a experiential high or heightened stimulation that goes way beyond what you see in a feature film. So you don't have to spend 2 hours for this story to unfold. You can go right to the edge in just 3 or 4 or 5 minutes.
The chain of Berkshire Ride Film Theaters is scheduled to open at still secret locations in 1 Japanese, 1 European, and 2 American cities in 1992. For $3 or $4, you'll see, feel, and hear a gut-wrenching, eye-popping short feature. 8 minutes later, when the lights go on, you'll have a hard time convincing your body the simulation wasn't real.
If If you would like to know more about these or any of the other stories featured on the program today, just call our First Look information hotline. Here's the number, 1-900-288-FACT. It costs just $1 for the first minute and $1 for each additional minute. Be the first to know.
Sponsored by Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
The story I was most impressed with today, the Simulation Motion Picture
Was that
Theaters.
great?
Yeah, was that a lot of fun?
My heart was pounding the entire time. I had so much fun. You noticed I was a little frightened there.
I got to tell you, I am so envious of you doing that story.
Too bad, Chuck.
Okay, next time. Well, that's it for this week. Remember, if it's new today or if it's coming tomorrow, you'll find it here on First Look. Till next time, I'm Chuck Henry.
And I'm Paula McClure. Join us again next week and be the first to know with First Look. Bye-bye.